I don't think hitting it's a good idea. It'll probably break something.
Well, it depends how hard you hit it.
Oh, wait, Stuart. Wait, not Stuart. Why did I call Louis Stuart? Sorry.
I don't know, but suddenly I feel very British.
Yeah,
let's start your podcast.
Let's get the errors out of the way straight away.
Hey, TJ.
Let's not break
Tyler.
all the bloody cans of lager in here. No, I'm joking. It's Pepsi. There we go. Oh, it's everywhere.
Congratulations, dude.
Well, I saved my keyboard, but it didn't save the desk.
Louise, we are the professionals over here, clearly.
Yeah. Jesus, Tyler. At least if you're gonna spill soda, spill it on yourself, not your gear.
Why, did you want to see me get all wet?
Bow chicka, but no! Countdown.
Bow chicken,
3,
no.
2. Oh man, nope. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
Tyler, who's wet.
And God damn it, Ty. And sure, who's very British, but not wet.
Yes, I should say I'm SpartanSloth, who is actually dry right now.
Speaking of like wet and dry things, apparently I checked the weather just before coming on to the podcast, and in my town, it's as hot as it is in Brazil right now.
Huh. Well, you look
That's
at that.
crazy.
Wait, where in Brazil?
I think it did it from the capital, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. That can get normally hot. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know some
Well-
places are a lot hotter than others. I would hate
Yeah,
to take like a cold place in Brazil and be like, yeah, we're as hot as them.
Yeah, or Tatooine. Shout out to my hometown. Yeah, well. Welcome to Brazil in a way, Tyler.
Yay, it's not fun.
I know.
It's very warm.
Do you know what? Talking about that, I would love to go to Brazil.
Not me,
Hey,
they
if
got
ever
things
do
that can
come
kill
down
you
here-
over there.
Wait,
Sorry.
what?
So is Australia. I still want to go there.
I'm scared of like Australia and Brazil, and when people from America told me about the spiders over there, I'm like, okay, you just entered my nope locations of where I'm never going to go. You
Tyler
know?
doesn't want to leave his house, basically, because everything can
Yeah.
kill him.
I go to work as fast as possible because I'm scared there might be a spider along the way.
If you think about it, your Pepsi just tried to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your Pepsi just tried to electrocute you. Right, that sounds
Yeah.
wrong. To anyone who didn't listen, no, don't worry, actually, it's better in your head than what it actually was.
What?
His Pepsi came to life and tried to strangle him and actually choke him out with some electric wire. No, that's not actually what happened.
Also,
Isn't it-
there was some sort of hentai thing going on with his Pepsi can.
Yeah, his
And the
Pepsi
whole
turned into an
strangling.
octopus.
It was all really weird. I'm glad you guys didn't get that part.
So
Yeah, his Pepsi turned into an octopus and started. No.
even without like this horrible hentai context that you're trying to add to this, you can say since this podcast started, I am hot and wet and
Sticky.
sticky.
Jesus,
Moist.
Tyler.
I don't know.
Speaking of which, Tyler is starting his porn career
Oh yeah, that's
with
right.
Pepsi cans.
Yes, it's totally sponsored by Coca-Cola.
It would be a Fallout ripoff where it would just be like Nuka Tyler.
Why does this sound very bad?
Oh man.
I don't know.
Well,
I think that should be a porn title.
That reminds me, before we started talking about Tyler's porn career, we were talking about Brazil. Sonny actually sent some suggestions for topics. I don't know if we should save them for next week, or since we're talking about Brazil, we could bring some of them up because they are about the Olympics. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah. I don't mind either way. That's up to you. You're the host.
Yeah, sure. So,
Stop trying to delegate it onto the Brits, man, just because you don't know what you're doing.
hey, fuck you. I say let's go back to it if we run out of subjects for today. But if not, then one of those will be for the next recording then, since it will still make sense because the Olympics haven't started yet. Okay?
Oh, and a heads up for you guys and the audience. If I disappear at any point during this podcast, it's because some of my family are coming back from holiday today. So my dogs will be going berserk to greet them in the background. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Just one thing, Sunny, thank you so much for sending topic suggestions. If you guys and girls in the audience want to send us suggestions, feel free to do so. We actually have a forum for that as well. And we'll pick some of them to talk about during the week. You know, if it still makes sense, like the Olympics still make sense because they haven't happened yet. So, thanks.
Yay!
Hey, who was making this news?
That was Tyler.
That was
Tyler,
totally
go fuck
me.
yourself.
You always introduce these bits like 10 minutes into the podcast, and it's like, no one's going to get to this bit. You gotta start off strong. You gotta be like, yo, you can interact with us from the beginning.
I think I like Stuart better as the Brit.
I see how it is.
So, have I actually told you I'm planning to do we're going to do a spin-off podcast called never mind.
Spimcast.
The Cold and Dry podcast.
I was trying to do like a British thing. I was just like, and in my mind, I immediately went to British Buns podcast, and then just like hot cross buns. I went, that's just the complete wrong thing to say. I'll just shut up now. And I still said
Tea
anyway.
and Crumpets podcast.
A tea and crumpets, yeah.
All right,
That
so
could work.
let's go. Oh, sorry, what?
I was just saying that could work. And Lewis is like, no, don't do this.
Yeah, the night shift is on pause, everybody. We're tea and crumpets next week. Join us there.
Are you kidding me? If anything ever comes of this, it'll be like on night shift or wherever it ends up, it will be a thing. If it ever happens.
If you guys ever do like a let's play together, the two of you, you guys should be something like Team Tea and Crumpets.
Team
Which
tea.
one's tea?
I'll be crumpets because I don't drink tea.
Okay.
Cool.
There you go.
Hooray!
We keep talking about this, me and Tyler, every now and again. We do bounce back and forth about this on Twitter. And it's a case of, hey, we should do a let's play. And it's because of Tyler just hasn't got any schedule free at all other than editing the podcast anytime soon.
And a full-time job that literally, like...
Well, I have
Okay.
a full-time job too. I could edit the let's play. I'm not bothered.
like
Oh shit!
No. This is...
Fight.
This Tuesday, we have a small amount of stuff in our place. And
Quote unquote Tuesday.
Tuesday,
For some reason.
5 people called in sick.
That's a go-karting get-together. I hate to tell you. That's 5 people who are going go-karting.
That was when the weather got good.
Or an orgy. You never know.
I was just like, are
Would you
you
really
kidding
ever
me?
want to orgy with the people from work, though? I feel like it'd be very awkward the next day if you disappointed them. It's a case of, hi, guys. Don't look at him. He's got the guy with the small penis. Don't look at him.
Hey, maybe it was a go-kart orgy.
Yeah. God. Just spread out on the track. Just like tarmac up your crevice. What the fuck?
I have no idea.
I
I just
can't
say
imagine
things
it.
that come out of my mouth, but sometimes it don't really make sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for pole position. On your mark, get set, pedal to the metal.
I just... Where I was going with that as well, though, was like, I wish I had a schedule that I could rely on, but like working
You can't.
Monday.
It's the same with me.
Yeah,
It's the same with me, so.
I was like Monday to Wednesday. I almost worked the equivalent of the entire week's hours-wise because they needed me around more. So it was like, are you fucking kidding? I had some really nice shifts that weren't at all stressful and pretty small, and now I pretty much worked an extra 2 days. In 3 days. It's not fun. It's not fun at all, but it's
The
extra
next
money.
2 weeks, the next 2 weeks for me are going to turn into equivalents of hell. Next week is the last week in the shop where my supervisor and assistant manager are going to teach me how to cash up with their tills, because we do like a 1.5 hour process to cash up 2 tills, which is crazy. Like, it should take like 20 minutes. In our place, it's an hour and a half. So I've got to learn all that next week. And then the week after that, I'm running the store for a week because my manager's not here and the assistant manager and the supervisor are leaving. So I'm running the store.
We're in very similar positions. My manager was on holiday as well.
So I like the fact that they've got 4 days, because 2 days next week I'm doing fire marshal and health and safety training. Which, by the way, me doing health and safety is a bit like trying to put like the guy who is scared of blood, needles, and everything else in charge of health and safety, which doesn't go down well. And then I have 4 days to essentially learn cashing up, and then that's it. Then I run the store. And it's a case of, guys.
It's like putting someone that's scared of fire extinguishers in the fucking fire brigade.
Yeah, it's like I'm doing all this training, and then they say, yeah, and you've got a week after that of just running the store by yourself. We won't be here. We've left the company at that point. So have fun. I'm just like, shit. Like,
guys.
I try not to burn the store down and bring it back in one piece, but help.
You guys do realize that, I mean, I'm saying you guys because Tyler said he's in a similar position. Since you guys are going to be all alone, you can do whatever you want. You know, you don't even have to dress up for work.
I can't quite do that, unfortunately. My store is going to have like 8 people. I'm in charge of like 8 people a day kind of thing. I can't do whatever I like, unfortunately, because I've got the area manager breathing down my neck, because I'm like a little pet project, because I was brought on board as like a supervisor to within a year, hopefully assistant manager. So supervisor I will be. And essentially he's going to be breathing down my neck going, if this doesn't work, then all this time is going to be completely wasted. Essentially, he's going to be breathing down my neck just going, you better fucking make it. You better. So it's like, I'm going to cry.
For me, Luis, you're like, oh, you can do whatever you want. I work in the kitchen. If I did whatever the fuck I wanted, I would have gone home. Like, you know,
excuse me, where's the chef? He's gone home. Ow.
It's like, you know,
hey,
it's not where I can just stop and do a podcast. Standing by the fucking grill.
The pasta with marinara sauce, and then the waiter just hands them like a ramen packet. It's like, what the fuck is this? Well, you know, the chef went home, so
you wanted rice with your food.
Make it yourself.
I guess this Uncle Ben's will do. Yeah. Excuse me, I'd like the salmon pate with a nice bit of spinach. Yeah, let me go get that for you. By the way, do you have £5 for Sainsbury's?
I'll be right back.
20 minutes, sir. Sounds about right. You have to cook it yourself, though. You have the kitchen out back if you want it.
If I can just make a campfire here, and that's cool.
Campfire?
Sorry, sir, we don't have a microwave, so these Uncle Ben's rice packets aren't going to work. Not brought to by Uncle Ben's.
I love you too. This is great.
Speaking of stores and stuff, have you guys had any sort of incidents with Pokemon Go players entering places just to catch Pokemon? Really?
Oh my god, yes.
So I've got a good one too. Tyler, you go down. I'm just gonna go get a drink. I can't wait to hear this. Go grab a drink quickly.
My one's not anything over the top. It's just like one of the what do they call them? It's like not the gym, the other place, the Pokestops. They've got like 2 right outside, right in front of where we are. So you would just see like an entire range of demographics walk around with their phone and just stop and turn. And it's like, yep, I know who's playing Pokemon Go. They're like, well, how do you know? You know, all the other employees around me are like, how do you know? It's because everyone stops there at exactly that point, and they turn and look at like this little feature that's outside, and that's one of the Pokestops. And it's like, my god, there's a lot of people that I wouldn't expect out there playing Pokemon Go. You know, like businessmen that walk by, then walk back to it, and then turn. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I was not expecting that, you know? It's just, I haven't seen anything too crazy. Like, I've seen crazy stuff in the media, but I haven't seen anything crazy with my own eyes yet. I'm waiting for that day where someone just falls flat on their face or something, you know?
So, my favourite one. So outside our store, we normally have, every now and again, we'll have a guy come along from like the RSPB or something like that, And they'll stand outside the shop with the little poster for the thing and a table set up and all this information for people to come and have a look. And I saw the guy out there today on his phone. He just kept swiping. I was like, he can't be playing Pokemon Go. Like, this is a rep in front of a public place. Like, and I go up to him and I just go, you okay? It's quite a hot day. Do you want a drink or anything like that? He goes, no, I'll be fine. And he just looks back at his phone, very puzzled. And I'm just like, what's he doing? I just went, you're playing Pokemon Go? And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to catch this Krabby. I'm just like, okay, cool. What level are you? And we just started talking about it. People coming up to the table and just taking pamphlets and leaflets and stuff like that. I'm just thinking, I'm meant to be working, and I'm having a conversation with a rep from another company, completely ignoring everyone. And then he just goes, oh, yeah, I'll have some water. And I just go, yo, you thirsty? And he's just like, no, I'm hoping that would draw the Krabby back to me. I'm just like, the fuck? This is what's happening? Like, the physical water you will hold in your hand has no representation of the virtual character on your phone screen. But you're right, though. There are so many people who just walk past the stop. I was down in Portsmouth a couple of days ago for a stock take, which was the easiest stock take of my entire life. Like, everything was already done. I just had to turn up and just count some things. And the shop itself is a Pokestop.
Oh, no.
So the shop itself is a Pokestop. So you walk into the shop and it's a cycle surgery, so it's like bikes, and it's a runner's knee, so it's a running shop with treadmill set up so you can have your feet analysed. And the rest of it's outdoor gear, so walking boots, rucksacks, the lot. And the till itself, I'm pretty sure is the Pokestop, because people will come into the store, and you get hundreds come through that door. I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of people. And every single one of them would have their phone out in their hand, just like slightly with it by their side, and every now and again they'd just look, and then they would look again, and then they'd walk out the shop, and everyone's just like, what's going on? Like, and these are like 40, 50-odd people running the store. And I took my phone took my phone out at lunch, used their Wi-Fi, and I was just like, oh dear God. Like, this is the greatest shop in the world. Like, this is a Pokestop. I can spam this for the next 30 minutes, put a lure down. I caught Magnemites, Starmies, I caught a freaking Machop, and all these Pokemon down there. And I just went back with this huge ass grin on my face, and they're just like, what's up? And I'm just like, your shop is a Pokestop. And each one of them just had the deadest look like, what's a Pokestop?
So this is the reason why we had 50 people come in that haven't bought anything and just left randomly.
Yeah.
Man, that must be so annoying.
But it is, especially when the people who are there don't quite understand why people are walking in with their mobile phone, looking at the phone, almost like it's like, because most people who come into my store in Horsham, they'll come in with their phone as like a checklist. So people will almost look at their phone, look around, can't find the item, and they'll walk out, which is frustrating but understandable. With them, they must have no clue what's going on. It's like the people look at their phone, look at a boo, look at their phone again, swipe the screen and go, nah, and then walk off.
Sir, can I help you? Yes. I'm trying to catch a Pikachu.
Have you got any idea as to whereabouts in the store? It's 3 steps away. Which way is that?
I'm looking for a Machop. It's like, sir, I don't understand.
We sell axes. Is that what you're looking for? Like Machop? Like Machop? My chop? Like, how does it work?
It's something where the gimmick for me kind of died very quickly. Like, I was hyped for it like everyone else was. And then I thought to myself, to actively play this game, you are going to spend a fortune in
on data.
Yes. Like, didn't you even put out a tweet saying it cost you like £16?
I need to explain this. So for anyone who never saw my tweet, so that's a lot of people. I basically was monitoring my phone, my phone's progress, because I'm on pay as you go, so not a contract. I basically pay for the credit I use, and I don't have a set amount per month. So the rule my network provided me was if I get 50 megabytes a day for £2 a day, and if I spend over 50 megabytes, then it's 10p for every 30 seconds or something like that. So it's 20p a minute. I left my phone on with data for like an hour and completely forgot I had data turned on whilst I was playing Pokemon Go. So walking around my local park for an hour, I had data turned on, completely forgot I had data turned on and just got immersed in the game. I came back and I'd lost £16 of credit. So that was
Fuck.
£2 for the actual day, and I'd used like, it was ridiculous. It was over like 160 megabytes of data.
That being said, because of our currency, because it dropped like a stone recently, it probably is the equivalent of toilet paper in Brazil.
Yeah. But it was crazy. It was just like completely forgetting that I was immersed in this game. I'd used £16 in about an hour. Now, I haven't done the math to actually see if that's correct, but that's just what my phone was telling me. And since then, so here's the thing. I'm about to blow your mind. Oh my God, my TV just turned off. Power cut or power circuit shorted. It does this every now and again. So I started off last week with £32 of credit. And I've only used the credit playing Pokemon Go. Would you both like to have an estimation how much credit I have left on my phone?
I'm going to guess £5 and 4p.
£5 Louise?
20 cents or whatever is cents in British.
It's about 40p.
Yeah.
I have left on my phone, I started off with 32. I have, after 7 days of Pokemon Go, £3.72.
So, am I closer? I think I'm closer with that.
You are. You are.
I was waiting for Louise to be like £5 and 5p. God,
I just I went with the first number that came in my head.
So yeah,
number comes.
I've spent about £29 worth of data in 7 days.
God damn it, dude! That is a lot of money in Brazil, in Brazilian currency.
Yeah.
Even though the pound is going down, it's still...
It's not in its heyday right now.
Well, it lowered, but it's not that low for us.
Yeah.
So, to put that into perspective, that would feed me for like 5 days.
And you...
Damn, dude.
I've just spent 5 days worth of food on a Pikachu.
God damn.
See, that's the thing, it didn't come out in Brazil yet. It was supposed to come out this week, but there was a whole thing that McDonald's wanted to sponsor it, so it got delayed in Japan, and it was only going to be released in Brazil after it was released in Japan. So now that they have finally released it in Japan, I think yesterday, it should pop out in here next week, maybe. So I haven't had a chance to play the game. I thought I would have by the time we were recording this, but nope. Still,
nope.
It sounds annoying having that many people getting to your place of work and just to capture Pokemon, or because it's a Pokestop or whatever.
The most annoying thing I can say about it is not the actual game itself; it's the servers. 9 days out of 10, I will log on and I will get like an hour or two's worth of play, and then the servers will go down. And it's happened so many times in the middle, especially when I was like a lower level on my character. Especially you would get to a point and the game would crash at the very minute you went to a high level Pokemon, like a 300 would pop on your screen. Oh, it's crashed. And then when you boot the game back up, the Pokemon's gone, and you're just there in the shopping mall, like, fuck you.
Mine always crashes on the same screen, after you caught the Pokemon and it's in the ball.
Oh,
it freezes, and I was like, I'm only level 4. Do I want to keep on playing this game, find something rare, and then have my heart broken when I can't catch it?
Yeah. So the game itself, I must admit, as a child, if you had presented 11-year-old me with a Pokemon app that essentially let me catch my favorite Pokemon, I would have gone apeshit.
My mind would have been blown, man.
Yeah, 25-year-old me is finding it fun to catch all these Pokemon, because I did actually really get into Pokemon outside the trading card game until I was like 16. And I just hit the ball in the water, fuck's sake. So I'm playing golf game, fuck. But 25-year-old me playing this game, I find it fun as like a nostalgia trip. But I can't get into it for too long because I keep just reminding myself that the servers are probably going to go down in like the next hour or two.
Yeah. I kind of got a mini rant about something kind of Pokemon Go related, because I do look at it negatively, mainly because I love the concept, I love the idea of it. I'm just not personally into it because I can only pretty much get away with playing it while I have areas that got free Wi-Fi, so I'm very limited. So it's not that interesting for me. But for the people out there that are complaining about this game, saying it's dangerous and stuff, some people need to pay a little bit more attention to their surroundings and stuff. Yes, that's true. However, I'm getting sick and tired of people being like, "Oh, it's crazy, everyone going out playing Pokemon and stuff." I'm like, well, gamers can never win then. Beforehand, it was like, "Oh, you're spending all day inside. Why don't you get a life, you freaks? You're inside playing games all the time." And now it's, "Oh, you guys are always outside." It's like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? We can't impress you. We can't win. We go outside and we get the same reception. What the fuck?
I think my favorite one, out of everything that's happened with Pokemon Go, and this whole craze stuff. There we go. I lost TeamSpeak for a second. With my favorite thing about all this are the people who are getting hurt because of Pokemon Go and then blaming the game.
Right?
Yeah,
God damn it, dude. Don't blame the game if you're just fucking dumb.
What was it? There was an incident in I want to say, I've got to see if I can find it, so I don't want to kind of speak out of tone and misquote. I believe the incident happened in America with a car, and a girl, she's like 15, 16 years of age, so she has, and like I said, I believe I'm quoting this right, I believe it's a 15, 16-year-old teenager, so you would think she has some level of common sense. Apparently she just walked straight out on a highway, across the road to go catch a Pokemon.
Damn.
So it's one of those where, in your head, when you first hear it, girl hit by a car playing Pokemon Go, and you don't know whether it's a clickbait article, and then when you read into it, the only thing I took away from this entire story wasn't the fact that she wasn't paying attention to her sounds, but the fact that her mother blamed the game.
Right, I saw that thing too.
Yeah, and I believe her mother said the game made her daughter cross the road. The game did nothing. The game just said, "Hey, there's a Pokemon here." When you boot up the game,
it tells you.
Yes, it tells you, please be aware of your surroundings. And it's not like a 5-second screen. That's like a 30-second login. You look at that screen.
It's got fucking Gyarados, or however you pronounce it.
In Portuguese, it's Gyarados, I guess.
Yeah.
At least that's how kids pronounce it here.
Yeah, I think it's just another form of human selection. Finding out who has common sense or not. Because some of these stories are a bit far-fetched. I could understand if it's person interrupts, a crowd or something because they've just wandered into a crowd, and bumped into somebody while playing a game. Yeah, they should be more aware of their surroundings, but no one really got hurt. But now you get in stories like man falls into a pond, people just blindly walking out into streets, and it's
oh my god,
wow.
About that, did you hear of the two people who walked off a cliff?
That's exactly my point.
Fuck, dude?
People need to look around. How do you miss this?
To cliff Pokemon Go. I'm gonna find this. You just hang on. I've got to see if I can. Yep, there it is. It's an English website. Two men were allegedly playing Pokemon Go on a side of a cliff, fell off trying to catch virtual characters on their smartphone. One man in California fell 80 to 90 feet, whilst another one fell 50 feet. Both were taken to La Lola Hospital with unspecified injuries. They didn't die.
Unspecified injuries. The iPods smashed them in the face.
They didn't die.
They didn't die. They're still alive. They just went to hospital. So one guy fell 90 feet playing Pokemon Go, didn't die, and I bet the realization when he wakes up is, should have had better boots. I bet that's what he's. But
fuck, I didn't catch the Pokemon.
I hope his first realization is, shit, I'm never going to do that again, or maybe I should have paid more attention to my surroundings.
So, I have just seen the greatest. I've just seen the greatest news article in the world. It's from ibtimes.co.uk. The 11 craziest stories since the virtual monster game took over the world, including people going full-time Pokemon hunting.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
A New Zealander by the name of Tom Curry has been going out until 3 a.m. catching all 151. People are paid to do it.
Be right back.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah,
Sorry.
someone has posted a Craigslist offer to catch Pokemon for $20 an hour.
Exactly. Yeah. I saw some stuff like that. People who say like, "Oh, I'll drive you while you catch Pokemon," or "I'll catch Pokemon for you."
Yeah, and that includes things like one woman discovered a dead body, 2 people fell off a cliff, a man was stabbed, one person found themselves stuck 100 feet underground while searching for the virtual characters because they entered a series of caves known as the Box Mines in Wiltshire, and he had no way of getting out of the cave. What? What is happening to humanity? Like, what?
Man, what a time to be alive!
We have.
Oh wait, Tyler.
I think Tyler's gone to sort out the dogs.
I'm back. My dogs are going ballistic, but not because my family's back.
No, for a
randomly.
second there, your name disappeared from my screen, and I freaked the fuck out.
I'm a ghost.
So, sorry for interrupting you, Stuart.
Got it, yogurt in my mouth. That's perfectly fine.
But yeah,
way to throw him under the bus.
There's just so much stupidity going around, man.
But I think if we make this full circle, I think Tyler's right. This is a new form of natural selection. It's people playing Pokemon Go, and we just see what it does to the world in the course of like a month. Like everyone gets a smartphone with Pokemon Go downloaded, and your mission is to catch Pokemon and just have fun and just see what you do. Because I'd love to see what happens. Like 7 billion people turn on Pokemon Go, and the world stops. Like no one goes to work, and it's like people just look at their smartphones and they forget to eat. It's like.
It actually turns into Pokemon for real. It turns
into day 5 where you can't sleep and you have to keep catching Pokemon.
God, I would suck if the world suddenly turned into like Pokemon Go because it was so massive, like society just crumbled into just that. Then I would be shit. I'm still level 4 and I've kind of abandoned the game.
I don't even have the game, Tyler.
Oh, that reminds me. Level 5, you can select what team you are essentially in. And
God.
Already, I've seen some banter that I never thought I would ever witness. Like, there's huge rivalries between these teams. It's crazy.
Pretty much blue and red are okay, and what I heard is that yellow just sucks.
Well, yellow is, like, outnumbered by the other two by, like, crazy numbers.
Essentially, the way that you kind of look at it is red is for people who are very, very... They know what they want in life, and they go after it with a huge passion. Like they're very driven. That's Team Valor. Team Mystic is like those who are very passionate but very calm, and they kind of think everything through. They're kind of like tacticians, apparently. This is what the game kind of describes. And then Team Mystic is like you're very caring, and you just want to live life at a leisurely pace kind of thing. I think that's what it was, and it's kind of like essentially it's all representative of one of the legendary birds. Like Valor is represented by Moltres, Mystic is Articuno, and what is it? Mystic is Zapdos?
No, I think Zapdos is Instinct.
Oh, sorry, Team Instinct. Yeah, not Team... Team Instinct. Apparently, I don't have any Instinct.
It makes me laugh because they say Valor, Mystic, and Instinct. And I sat there, I was like, why didn't you just call it like Team Power, Team Emotion, Team...
Because that would be far too emo, Tyler.
But it's like...
Oh, I mean Team Emotion.
Well, it's like
you know.
That's what it seems to be based on. Like, one of them seems to be like, you make your decisions through emotional means, you make your decisions through power means, you make your decisions intellectually, you know.
Oh, that was it. Sorry, yeah, not caring and all that. No, it was intellectually and things like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And...
It's like gangs. They are like different gangs. It's crazy.
It's like GTA 5 baller territory. It's like, what's up, bro? You rolled up in my hood? Fuck off. It's like, okay, my bad. Oh, God.
I'll wash your fucking head in.
I do love, like, the banter, though, like, when it mentions, like, all the different teams. Like, there was a fucking gif of, like, Moltres and Articuno, and then it has Big Bird from Sesame Street. I was like,
I don't know if you've seen the GIF. There's like two sides that are about to go to war, and then the Team Instinct one just walks right between them, like that one solo character that just walks and disrupts the battle. It's like Team Valor, it's like, yeah, we're gonna kill you, and Team Mystic, yeah, we're gonna slice your head off, and all of a sudden Team Instinct just walks straight down the middle of the battlefield, like, hi guys.
I think one of my favourite ones. I can't find it anywhere again. But
is it the one where they're all not in the guard, like Wayne's World or wherever it was? Or...
No, it was you know the Call of Duty advert. I can't remember what game it was, but it was like everyone's actually taking part in the first-person shooter. Like, you know, you've got celebrities firing guns at each other and rocket launchers and stuff, and then right at the end, there's this chef that walks through the middle with like two pistols and stuff, firing at both sides. And I remember someone highlighted it, and they were like, "This is what it's like to play as Instinct." And I was like, "Yeah, incredibly outnumbered on your own in the middle of a fucking shitstorm." It sounds right. But now I can't find it anywhere. Like, someone should remake that if it's been taken down, because I loved it.
Pokemon Go is both the best and the most scariest thing in the world right now. It is great for all the kids out there who never really wanted to get into Pokemon, because by the train, like, I mean, it was something that we enjoyed as in our youth, but I think growing up now, most people don't really watch Pokemon. It's something that's just big in Japan and America, I think, at this point. So for everyone to kind of get back into it in like a nostalgia point of view, it gives you back your childhood. But there's always the new generation who just wanted to get into it before Sun and Moon. It's like, I've never played a Pokemon game. Here, I can play the original 151 on my phone, and then I can experience the newest generation when Sun and Moon come out. It's very well timed by Pokemon, because they get more money because of all the microtransactions you can do.
It's all about the money.
All about the money.
No, that's EA.
But it is also really scary, because there are both articles like this to come out where people are getting hurt playing it because they're not thinking things through and they're just getting too immersed. So it works both ways. It is both this really amazing thing right now, but it is also something that is really terrifying, because people just are completely switching off their brains. And it's like, oh no.
If I can even be bothered to get to level 5, I think I'm going to be joining Team Instinct. You know, just
for the lols?
Just to be on the underdog side. And who knows, this might get this video some dislikes, because we might have a lot from Valor and Mystic.
I'm Team Mystic, I'm Team Blue. I only went with... I'll tell you why I went Team Mystic. I only went Mystic because it's blue, and blue is my favourite colour.
Zapdos is my favourite out of the three.
I think I'm gonna make my choice based on what is my favorite color, or which color I like the most at the time.
Red, blue, or yellow?
It's red, blue, or yellow, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know. But hey,
this is where his favorite
before
color is
anyone
green.
dislikes the video because of Tyler's choice, Tyler, you suck. So, you know, give us a like and subscribe. Wink.
Wow.
Hey, and if you're Team Mystic or Team Valor, we love you guys. So,
and if you're Team Instinct, who am I kidding? They're not listening. All these 7 people out there.
Who am I fooling? They don't exist.
The gang's all here. Just the one of me.
You're like a Lickitung. There's no evolution to that gang.
Oh, fucking damn.
Sorry.
Lickitung must be very good at something. I'm just going to stop there.
And now for, do you guys have anything else on Pokemon Go?
And now for some Pokemon fan fiction. No, that's not.
Oh, it has to have been done. I'm thinking of Gardevoir and Lickitung cross fan fiction. I don't know.
Have you actually watched... This is a quick question. So, because of all the Pokemon Go hype, and because I didn't want to end up spending countless amounts on data, I went back, and I have actually... Because one of my little things is the fact that I have watched an episode from every season of Pokemon. So I've watched, over the course of the last 19 years of my life, I've actually watched an episode from every single season. We're up to season 19, by the way. And I've actually went back and I actually found a YouTube channel which has all 34 episodes so far. And I must say, it's actually not bad. But what I was going to ask was, when was the last time either of you saw something Pokemon related before Pokemon Go?
The first Pokemon movie years ago.
That was, Mewtwo? Mew and Mewtwo?
Yeah, Mew and Mewtwo. I thought that
was
really
2000, good. I think.
16 years ago. Time flies.
16 years.
Wait, by seeing, do you mean like watching an episode or
Yeah, so
just seeing merchandise?
watching or playing a game, or let's take into account just promotions. Let's say games or movies or shows.
So here's the thing. I think I said that on a previous podcast, or it was a previous prior conversation with one of you guys. But as a kid, when Pokemon was the shit, in Brazil at least, we had a big division, which was Digimon or Pokemon. And I was more into Digimon than Pokemon, so I don't know much about Pokemon, to be honest. And I have to agree with Tyler. I think the last time I actually watched anything like or played a Pokemon game or whatever, it was early 2000s. Yeah.
I've got a very important question for you, Louise. The opening of Digimon, was it in English?
No, it was in Portuguese.
God damn, it has the best introduction ever.
Do you mean that sarcastically or?
Oh no,
because the Portuguese one is kind of, not.
The English opening to Digimon, I want to give credit to the artist, but I can't remember who it was. It was like a very simple rap, kind of. I can't even call it a rap. It was just something so simple, but it stuck in my head for years, and it was so good.
So here's where we differ. Like Luis was just saying, it was either Digimon or Pokemon. It was the same for me growing up, but I was so into Pokemon, I never actually saw an episode of Digimon. So that intro you just talked about, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Yo, Digimon, monsters, that. Never mind. Find it on the YouTube link of that shit.
Okay.
Can I just say, roughly around the same time in the UK, if this is the same time I'm thinking of, maybe Stuart can actually have a nostalgia trip with me here. Did you watch it on ITV? Or CITV, I think it was called back then.
What, Pokemon or?
Yeah.
I remember always, because of I think there was always this thing where growing up, I can't remember if it was Pokemon or ITV or something like that. But there was always this little thing where it was normally synced with those time zones for the kids waking up in America.
Yes.
So it was always a case of I would rush home from school to watch it. I remember that. But I cannot for the life of me remember what channel. All I remember was the fact I would rush home from school because the school was like 10 minutes away from my house. So I would just basically run back from school, get home, dump my bag off, sit in front of the TV, and I would just get like immersed for like the half an hour or hour it was on, because they used to play 2 episodes, I think, at a time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was always that way. I was like, Mom, I'm going to borrow the TV. Cool. What, you watching anything? Cool. You are? Okay, good. Well, I'm just going to borrow the TV now. Okay, I'm going to be back in an hour. You can watch the program then. Thanks, bye. Cool. And I just sit down and just watch. Yeah, it was, 11-year-old me just was, it's weird though, because I was so into the card games, but I never actually played a physical game until I was like 16. So...
The only reason why I brought up the old show, the old channel, it's probably not even the same channel. I probably fucked it up because my memory's about as useless as a fucking chocolate dildo. But it's like, I remember way back when I was an itty bitty child, Pokemon used to be on, Digimon used to be on, broadcast over here, and Card Captors was another thing that used to be on, and I watched the
Sakura
shit.
Card
Yes.
Captors?
Oh, yeah, I
love that show. Sorry, I love that show.
I remember when it was airing over here, and then when it stopped, I was at that point where I was like, I just didn't remember what the hell it was, and then I remembered, like, when I started getting into anime again, like, maybe 10 years later or something.
I could tell you right now,
I was so stunned when I found it again.
Yeah, I loved Card Captors. Like, Card Captors, a mystic adventure. Card Captors, a quest for all time.
Cheesy, but so good.
It, and I would love to find a website which has all the episodes, because I would very happily love to go back and binge all those episodes. I love that show. Like,
if I'm not mistaken, I think they're remaking it.
What?
Let me just look this up.
Wait, like with the original characters and they're just remaking it, or is it like a new series? Or
I don't know what they're doing. I may have got it completely fucked up. I do know that Digimon is definitely doing
don't ruin my heart here, Tyler. Is it remade or not?
I'm going to look into it. I remember seeing someone tweeting like crazy about it, but I don't know if it's confirmed or rumors or if my mind has mistaken me. Let me just look. My internet's frozen. Damn it.
No.
Google, you can load.
So yeah, no, I apologise, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if I come across quite high pitched on the mic or quite shouty sometimes, but I get really easily excited.
That's a good thing.
It is, and I like to think so. But yeah, no, God, Card Captors was the shit. So I love that more than Pokemon. That was a great show. Like, people used to take the piss. It's like, you love that show? I was like, yeah, I do actually. But that'd be a great cosplay if I just go as oh my God, now I've forgotten his name. The little bear, the little golden bear that was actually really powerful.
Trust me, there's very little I actually remember from the show. I just remember that I always used to watch it, you know? And it's like, how come I've got like a very vague memory of like the endings and like bits in the middle, but nothing else?
Tyler, since you're usually the most excited person about anime I know, does Cardcaptors and Digimon count as anime?
I guess.
See, I would fucker.
I would say so.
No, it's just that, I couldn't call you a fucker, but I can call Tyler a fucker because he always says that, oh, you should watch anime. I did, bitch, and I like some of them.
I would say there's a bit of a difference between the two in terms of I would class Pokemon, Digimon, that kind as more of like a youth anime.
Yeah.
And like the anime that we kind of watch is kind of towards like the teenagers market. So Pokemon's like a 9 to 10-year-old audience in Japan, that kind of thing. And like some of the animes and manga, I would say it's like late teenagers, something like that, maybe. So I say anime, but I say there's a difference in target audience, definitely.
Not to get
it's mostly
Stuart's.
Just because Tyler gives you shit, giving me shit because of that.
I won't give Stuart's you shit. Hopes up.
I won't give you shit. I think that's definitely anime.
I just typed up, Cardcaptors reboot on Google, and some of the headlines, not looking into them, so I don't know how official it is. New Cardcaptor Sakura project in the works to celebrate the manga's 20th anniversary. That was February this year. April this year, new Cardcaptor Sakura manga is sequel, launching in June, which I haven't heard anything of. So, reboot announced for the 20th anniversary. Clamp is going to be working on it. So, yeah.
Ooh.
All these things. I'm just actually hoping that it's being released because it seems to be like announced for like June. And honestly, I don't see anything about it since.
Yeah.
We're now in July.
If anyone out there knows a website where I don't have to pay for membership and knows where I can find all X amount of episodes of Cardcaptors, you'll be my best friend because I would absolutely love that. I'd love to spend like my days off just binge watching those adventures. Like, they were so cheesy as well. It's like, this is the wind card and the wind has escaped and we have to trap the wind and stuff like that. And you'd be like, as a kid, you'd be like, oh, they trapped wind. And as an adult, you take it as you've got trapped wind, but you need far or like.
It's something that if you look back at it, you'd be like, oh God, what? But it used to have so much hype. It's a shame as a kid I didn't watch something like Madoka Magica. It would have put it to shame. So dark, that anime in comparison, but it looks so happy and bright at first.
So, should we? I don't know if we talk about the second topic or not.
Is that the Star Wars celebration?
Yep.
I don't know.
Is there a Star Wars anime we can transition with?
God, no.
Besides, the only show that I can kind of resemble is something that you've kind of brought up last week, which was Rebels, that they're going to have Thrawn in it. So we've already spoken about it.
Yeah, I mean, The only things I have to add about those are some of the panels they had with the original cast. The original trio, actually. Although there wasn't a Harrison Ford one, I guess. Well, there was one with Carrie Fisher, with Mark Hamill. There's one with the original Boba Fett and the guy who played Kid Boba Fett, but now he's an adult. I was watching that, didn't finish it yet. There's one with C-3PO and stuff, and it's really interesting because those people were really excited about the Star Wars universe still. It shows that they still have a strong connection to it. It's not just for the monies. So yeah, those are pretty cool. If you guys want to take a look at them, it's in the Star Wars YouTube channel. So yeah, I mean, you guys didn't watch any of that, did you?
I didn't. I'm still struggling keeping up with panels from RTX, let alone this one as well.
Yeah. Well, so if you guys and girls in the audience were looking for Star Wars stuff, there was quite a lot on the last episode. So sorry about that.
Let me just as a second topic, then I've got a mini rant about Overwatch. If that can be relatable
I was going to go
anyone.
for the questions, but yeah, sure. I mean, I could still talk about Star Wars, just that we're nearing an hour here.
Oh, okay. Well, with Overwatch, they've introduced a new character. And I love the idea of the character, but it's completely destroyed my experience of the game this week because...
fucking cry about it.
Oh, boo-hoo, I'm a sore loser. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, Tyler. Just couldn't miss the opportunity.
No, I really like the character. The character's name is Anna, and she's a sniper that can heal your team with her bullets, but if she hits the enemy, it damages them.
So it's basically a fantastic healer from long distance and a trained killer.
Yeah, and I was like, that is a fantastic concept. That just screams Overwatch. I love it.
Well, as a little thing on that as well, it sounds like a great way for the healer, rather than to be in the battle, it sounds like a great idea for the healer to kind of stay out of the way.
You would think that.
You would think that, but...
this is where my rant comes into play. I've been getting into Overwatch a lot. So if you go back to the podcast where we actually talk about Overwatch and I don't know anything about the game, it's suddenly, you're going to experience a major jump. I've been playing the competitive matches and all this, that, and the other. And one of the things I would say about Overwatch is, I would say 80% of the victory rate, like, if you're going to do any good on the game at all with your team, it depends on the team, what they select as their characters. If you've got a bad composition, like, say if all your characters are tanks and you've got no healers, or if you've got snipers and that's it, you're probably not going to win, So... before I do competitive games, I like to warm up doing the quick play games just to kind of get used to the game again. Every single game today, there was 4 people playing as Anna. And I normally play Lucio, which is a support character, and I really like that character a lot. And usually you go online, no one selects a support character. They very rarely select a support character, and I would fill that gap. Now I go online, and every fucker's a Anna, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, not only I can't play as my character, not only that, we're gonna fucking lose. And what really got to me was there was this game where there was a Mercy, which is a healer, and 3 Annas. And
so it's 4 healers, essentially.
4 healers.
Maybe they want to build a snowman.
And
so what, Tyler?
the other 2 players, me and the other player, he was Reinhardt, so he was a tank. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to be Reaper for a change, because we need someone that can actually kill things. I get hit once, twice, 3 times trying to escort the payload, and I have to retreat. in Gibraltar, surrounded by healers, to get a fucking health pack. And I'm just sitting there like, guys, there's 4 fucking healers on our team. Why are you not healing anyone? Like, if you want to be a sniper, be Widowmaker. You know, like, we've got all these snipers that are literally using it to, like, damage the enemy, not even looking at their own team.
I think someone just heard the word sniper and new character and just went, oh.
There's good snipers in the game, and I'm like, you fucking idiots. Like, you're, like, running in front of everybody, trying to take out the enemies. For a start, that's not what a sniper should fucking do, you know? Especially not a supporter.
This is a very, very, very quick transition. This is a yes or a no would probably do as an answer. Louise and Tyler, do you ever get annoyed when you see someone using a sniper as, like, a very close-range weapon in a video game?
Well, I tend to avoid multiplayer matches with randoms, so I don't know, like, I don't have much experience to talk about that. But it is, I mean, in my head, it doesn't really make a lot of sense when you see, like, a person with a machine gun and someone with a shotgun just bolting towards the enemy, which, you know, okay, they're assault weapons. And then all of a sudden there's some person with a sniper rifle. It's at least weird to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I can't say much about being super annoyed because, you know.
I just like to think that a video game gives you stats on each weapon for a reason. So, like, if you have a sniper rifle and it says that the range is amazing and the impact's amazing, but the fire rate is very, very low, I don't get the impression immediately that when I try the game out that someone should walk 5 feet from you with a sniper rifle and still be able to hit you with a clean shot. I get the fact that obviously he's probably scoped in, but from 5 feet, it's like, what's the difference from 5 feet to 150 feet? Like, why not just stand at the other side of the field? You still get me. So I get annoyed when people use shotguns from far distances and people use snipers from close range. I just get annoyed by it.
That annoys me.
It's because they want people to see they're getting 360 no scoped.
Exactly. MLG, get the Doritos out. But, like, I always have that thing. In Overwatch, for me, I don't mind too much, but there is always that little thought on the back of my head when someone picks Widowmaker. I'm like, fuck's sake, please be able to actually use that. You know, like, I'm against using it because I'm like, my internet's not the best, and the last thing I want to do is be a useless sharpshooter. Like, I can hit things, but not if they're running and lagging around the map. You know, I can't hit shit, so I don't bother. Hence why I use Lucio a lot. But I think when you go into Call of Duty, I think Call of Duty shot their own foot with that, because in Modern Warfare 2, I remember a few maps that were massive, and, like, you could use a sniper. I'm trying to think of, what's that big grassy field one? Like, it's been so long since I played it. I can't remember the name of it, but there was, like, the huge field and nothing else with a little tunnel in the middle. And I was like, that was a great map for actual snipers to play on. But then the next, like, set of Call of Duties came out, and you've got maps like Nuketown, where you're, like, 3 inches away from someone. And it's like, you can't really use a sniper here, you know, unless you are using it at close range. So, yeah. I don't know if that answers the question. I guess it's a yes, it does bother me a little, but what can you do?
Huh.
Also, Louise said in the comments, while I was talking, Tyler said, hence why, and it sounded like hentai. Tyler is hentai, Illuminati confirmed.
Oh.
I cracked the case, everyone. Oh, hey, phone. So
apparently I'm
to the questions. Yes. No, you're a hentai Illuminati confirmed. Before we jump to the questions, I'd like to sincerely apologize for not covering the more stuff about Star Wars Celebration. I'm feeling really bad. Every time we fail to cover a topic for whatever reason, I feel kind of shitty. So
just say it's a recommendation. Audience. And then, like, when we say it on Twitter, it's like, we could be talking about this shit because it's topical this week. If we don't, we don't. They see on the thumbnail we don't.
It's like there's a 90% chance we're going to talk about those topics. But sometimes, it just doesn't happen. Sorry. I will
I
say
think
one
they've
thing.
come to know
I
this about us.
absolutely recommend people to watch something with Carrie Fisher in it because, of course, because it's Carrie Fisher, but there's the added bonus that she brought her dog along, and her dog is fucking cool, man. It's got like, those loose tongues, like it hangs out of his mouth, and it's really cute, and it's funny. Man, you should watch it. So, go check it out.
I must admit, for the last 30 seconds there, you completely lost me. What?
So, there was a panel with Carrie Fisher and an interview, as far as I know.
Sorry. Okay.
So, yeah, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
misheard the first name, and I was like, who? Fisher? Why is there a Fisher with a dog? Okay,
So,
I get it now.
there's the added bonus of a really cool dog there. Go check it out. So, questions?
Sounds good.
I don't know if I can handle the questions.
Oh, you can, Tyler.
You don't have to answer. You don't have to handle them, Tyler. You just need to know how to use your mouth to answer them.
That's always a bad thing.
That sounds dirty, but okay.
Gotta use your mouth in the right way. Form words with your tongue.
Right, you're just making this worse, Tyler. Shut up.
That's the point.
Questions.
Jazz hands.
Yay.
So, jazz hands. Fuck's sake, Tyler. I was gonna ask a Tyler question, but I can't remember which one of these we already asked. I remember the panty or stocking thing because I kind of got a little traumatized after watching that.
Oh, come on! Like, you must have.
I'm just messing with you, Tyler.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, right, I do remember that we didn't ask one of those. So, TDBTyler asks, Twitter or Facebook?
Oh, that's a very easy choice. Twitter.
Yeah, sorry. Like, I completely abandoned Facebook maybe about 2 to 3 years ago. No, well, I was still using it, and then this year and last year has just been non-existent. So
Yeah,
Twitter,
I mean, I agree. I use Twitter far more than I use Facebook. In fact, I use Facebook to see, like, to keep up with a group of friends, a specific group that we have one of those Facebook groups set up. It's either that, it used to be for uni stuff, but since I graduated, there's nothing new there.
same here,
And
pal.
to look at classical art memes and the PC Gamer articles because I followed her page. So that is it. Like, it sounds like a lot of stuff, kind of, but I go into Facebook and actually spend more than 1 minute there, maybe once a week. And Twitter, on the other hand, I'm constantly like leaving replies or stuff. I don't think I tweet like myself a lot. Just randomly popping out tweets. I reply to people a lot.
What I like about Twitter over Facebook is I can leave Twitter on and it doesn't distract me. Like, it will just be on in the background. And it's not personal. I don't have many actual individual friends that know me. Like, it seems like Facebook, I have family, friends, uni people over there that I know in real life, whereas Twitter is people I genuinely have an interest in following. And I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm talking about, heck, even Stuart, like...
Even me.
Yeah, that was weird, dude.
Well, no, what I mean
like
is
that?
I don't know Stuart as a, like, real life friend. We haven't bumped into each other
I'm just
in
an
the
internet
street.
personality,
Oh, well.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I know him through the internet. That's a better way of putting it. It's friends that I've met through
Stuart,
the internet.
Are you a virus?
What?
I'm actually part of the internet. I am code.
He's Illuminati confirmed.
Okay.
But yeah, like, Twitter is like... what I got sick and tired of with Facebook was people I know of that were ranting about stuff, and it would be like paragraphs of things that I just don't give a fuck about.
Drama, right?
Drama, yeah. And it
Man,
was like,
that's
I
why
can't deal with this
I
shit.
stopped using that shit. Like, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I use Twitter because, like, I can follow stuff from the entertainment industry and people I genuinely
Exactly.
have an interest in their work and stuff. and there's no drama. It's
and
amazing.
If there is drama, it's only 140 characters, so it doesn't fill up the screen.
No,
Exactly.
it's 140 characters spread over 7 tweets.
Yeah, but it's like with Twitter, I will follow stuff that I actually give a damn about, and musicians and fan artists, and heck, people that write fanfics, other YouTubers, people I connect with online on a regular basis. Much more fun to be around than people I know in real life that sometimes let me down because of the shit that they spew when something happens. I can't remember what drew the line for me with Facebook, but I remember it was like a huge news story and there was like conflicting arguments against like people that I considered real close friends, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I was like so out of there.
So
politics probably.
To give a better answer than just going Twitter, I will just very quickly say, I use Facebook for work because I'm the social media manager for my store, so I have to use Facebook. So for me, I kind of keep using Facebook because, let's be honest, it's just very easy to scroll through your feed to go like, and pretend.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you've been doing.
But 90% of the time, I am actually really fascinated by what people are writing, but I can only read the very quick posts during work, and then it's only when I get home, I'll spend like 20 minutes to go through my Facebook feed and just go, okay, I kind of like that, but I'll leave a nice comment to kind of cheer them up, or, hey, I'll message them or something like that. Like 90% of the time, if I've liked your post, I've read it, and I actually genuinely like it. But a lot of the time, if I think there's something I don't like, I'll just generally message you. Twitter I love though. Twitter I've got TweetDeck open. Every time I'm at home I've got TweetDeck open. So I'm seeing everything for like 8-9 hours a day. And
it doesn't consume any time. Unless like you actually have to open something up and reply to somebody. But like a lot of the stuff, like I just see it for a split second and I'm like, that's fucking awesome, like, and then I just move on with my day.
Yeah, no, for me I've got Twitter open a lot, unless I'm working, which is 5 days out of the week. So I have to catch up on everything when I get home, and I've scrolled through like 7 hours worth of Twitter. But no, Twitter every day of the week.
This podcast not brought to you by Twitter.
But if they want to sponsor us, feel free to reach out. There was one thing I also really like about Twitter, which is the way you can interact with the people whose work you follow, and man, I would never have expected to exchange a few messages with, the people from, for example, Oddworld Inhabitants. Of course, It's not like, oh, I just became best friends with Lauren Lanning, who is one of the guys who started the whole thing. It's not like that. But, being able to exchange a couple of messages with people whose work you admire and stuff, and that in itself, it's a really, really awesome thing. It's really cool to have that kind of contact in a way.
I don't like it. Like, there are downfalls to Twitter. Talking about all the praise and stuff, like, I don't like the sheep mentality of, hey, this thing's trending, now I'm going to start making hashtag comments about this just to fit in. That bugs me. And the fucking, I remember Vic brought this up not too long ago. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's getting this. Have you been getting these bots and fake accounts and stuff that are all nudes and this, that, and the other?
The sex bots.
Yeah, I'm like, block, but I know that they've still liked stuff that I'm involved with, so I'm like, oh God, really?
Well, at least you have sex bots following you.
Yeah, like that's 5 or 6. I wish they would go away.
I was gonna make the very weird joke of the fact that that's the most interaction I ever have with a woman is over Twitter. It's like, hey, block. Gamer life hashtag.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. So, next question.
Sure.
So this one was sent by Sun88B, and I think it sort of relates to a point you guys were making a few minutes ago. The question is, what is your definition of anime?
Oh God.
What's the right way I'm going to say this? Without looking at like something like Wikipedia to kind of describe it.
It doesn't help.
My take on anime would be a show with a cartoon look to it, which tells a story of various emotions towards a certain target audience. What was the one you? It's like, what's the best way I can kind of describe? It's like I said earlier. It's like Pokemon's like a very young anime. Like it's very generated. It was like good morals. People have fights, and it's always the good guy that wins. Unless you're Ash in seasons 1 to 5, in which case you didn't get the girl, you lost your best friend, and you lost the battle, so you suck.
It's been a bad day. Please don't take your pictures. Sorry.
Yeah. But to me, anime is basically, it has a certain look to it, like a very cartoon or cel-shaded kind of look. And it displays a story. It has a story over the course of the season that has a display of emotions, whether it be sadness, happiness, joy, whatever. And it is set towards a target audience. Like, there are some people out there who prefer a darker anime. There will be some people out there who prefer that very light-hearted comedy kind of anime. And some people just really love, what is it, ecchi?
Yeah, and I was literally just about to say, and then there's the perverts like us that watch Bigata HK.
Yeah.
At least there are no squids in Bigata HK, as far as I got through. But so
if
Tyler, you have an answer?
I was going to say, if you'd like more about Bigata HK, you can listen to the Shifty Keys read Bigata HK now.
Hey, thank you, Stuart.
Back. I could probably talk about like the definition of anime for half an hour, so I'll keep it brief. Western culture and Eastern culture seem to have a varying difference on what the word is, what the word means. Because in Japan, an anime is just anything that's animated. SpongeBob over there would be classed as an anime, whereas over here it's a cartoon. I'm not even kidding, it's true.
No, I just remember like some memes of Patrick being animated as an anime character and being stuff like Patrick's son or something like that.
Yeah. But like it's something that I think the Western culture really focuses on. Like, what is there's definitely a grey area. Like, a lot of people are like, well, Ruby's not an anime, Avatar's not an anime, Legend of Korra is not an anime. It's like, well, where does the line stop then? Because Panty and Stocking is classed as an anime which explicitly uses like Nickelodeon style cartoony kind of aspects to it. So where does it stop? That's where it's very difficult to define what is and isn't anime. I'm not going to get metaphysical and philosophy induced in on this shit, so I'm just going to say it's anything with the eyes that comes from Japan. Which is a lie, because there's American companies that produce anime as well, so yeah.
So yeah, my definition to it, I'm not going to say like Eastern cartoons, because if I called it cartoons, I'll get my dick punched in the streets. So bear with me a little, but I would say cartoon-like animations from the, with either from the East or with Eastern influences. For example, I personally would consider Ruby an anime, even though it's made in the USA, but it has, at least it seems to me, it has a strong Eastern influence, in terms of animation stuff. And when I say cartoon-like, it's because, for example, I wouldn't consider the cinematic parts of Metal Gear games an anime, but they are animations,
Yeah.
So that's where I'm drawing the line. Cartoon-like animations, either from the East or with Eastern inspiration.
Yeah, it gets complicated because it's like, well, Ruby was on Crunchyroll for a little while, wasn't it? I can't remember.
So is it?
Yeah. So everyone was like, well, does that make it an anime now or not? And I'm like, I don't give a damn. Just enjoy the show. That's kind of where I've landed in the whole anime definition of war. I'm like, who cares? Do you enjoy it? If yes, who gives a damn? If no, who cares? Apathy is the way forward in that situation. If you overthink it, you'll just argue.
Right, so I guess we can wrap it up now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So, everyone, thank you so much for. Oh, wait. Question for the audience. Damn it. I almost forgot. So, Stuart, you can ask a question for the audience.
Yeah, I suppose my question for the week is, can you describe in 140 characters what your definition of anime is?
I was going to say, like, if
can
we
you? Can you?
if we couldn't think of one, I was going to say, well, what is the audience's interpretation of it? But that's even better. Now you've limited them. 140 characters. It would be like, I think an anime is like this because...
That's what's so challenging about it.
Else.
That's what's so challenging about it.
I think it's potato. Wait, what?
They actually just send you a link instead to like a massive
block.
It's got like 30,000 words. Sorry that my dog's going berserk in the background. I think my family.
That's all. I just linked in chat a picture of Dodger, who's a YouTuber. And about 3 or 4 months ago, she did a podcast with Angry Joe and a couple of other people. And she's scratching a leg, but it looks like she's masturbating. It was really funny.
And now I'm going to have to put that on the link shader, right? God damn it. More links to save, yay.
It's in the chat, I put it there for you.
And I'm just screwing around. Don't worry.
Go watch the podcast, it's actually really funny. After you finish listening to this one, of course, which you would have done, because you're at the end of the episode, but you know what I mean.
And still the boat is sinking, boys. You're not helping out. Tyler dug us a hole and now we're all just going down it. God damn it, Tyler.
You're welcome.
Stuart, you're closer to Tyler. If you ever meet him, please punch him.
I'll high-five him first. And say, hey, you're awesome. And then as you come back with the hand, you kind of punch him in the kidney.
High-five him with a chair.
Yeah.
I was about to say, hands off the merchandise. I kind of need my face and everything else.
All right, for his
professional model
career as Nuka Tyler.
Oh, yeah, that thing. You were going to talk about that as a topic. I wonder what happened to that falsified information.
Seems like it got cut.
Yes, it has. Anyways.
So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Stuart, thank you so much for joining us today.
Joy as always. Thank you for having me on.
Don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to interact with us. And I will try to remember to put a link for the topics forum so you can suggest forums. So you can suggest topics for us.
Suggest?
Suggest topics.
I didn't realize you can fit the word ass into the word suggest, but you just proved us wrong.
Oh, fuck off, Tyler. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening, and until next week, try fitting the word as into other words, I guess. Bye.
That's a lot easier than expected for some. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Now I'm thinking of words that I could actually work with.
Yogast?
Ass?
You can't stick it into the same word.
Toast? Hey, would you like some toast today?
Toast.
Gas station? That's two words.
Spaghetti.
I mean, you could always say the word pass, just with a little bit of an extra thing. Yeah, like, can you pass me the ball? I guess it actually kind of loses the word there. Yeah. You kind of have to make it stretch. Anyway, we're wrapping up.
Yeah, sure. Ted.
For Christ's sake. Oh, yeah, you have to say the word. Go ahead. Go again.
Ted.
There you go.